So, Jazza, I heard you like to pick on children's coloring book. And so today, I figured I'd pick on you.
We're just joshing. We're just having a little bit of fun.
A few months ago, I saw Jazza from Draw with Jazza totally massacre children's coloring books. That is something I used to do so much as a kid, and it looked like so much fun. I want to have fun too. And since Jazza has a coloring book, I figured, by the way, if you want his coloring book, I'll leave it down below. Totally not sponsored by Jazza. But he does have a coloring book, which I will pick a couple of his drawings and have my way with them. This week's shoutouts go to Illustrator, Alpaca Dorothy, and Pink Mocha. If you want a shout out in my Friday videos, don't forget to hashtag Nerdification Squad in the comment section below within the first 45 minutes of a video's release, or hashtag NerdECrafter on Instagram or Twitter anytime with any of your creations. So as you can see, the idea behind this concept is really simple. It's something I'm pretty sure most of us creatives have done. You're allowed to erase, add, modify in whatever creative way you want. The first illustration I picked is that of celestial merpeople. I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid, I really wanted to be a mermaid. Not anymore though. I think I would prefer being an eagle. Okay, so what I really want to do on this one, they just look so perfect, a little too epic. So we need to tone it down a few notches. They need to calm down. Also, oh, by the way, for those of you wondering, I am using Sketchbook Pro, which is a free app, and I am drawing on my new HUION tablet. It is not a sponsored video, but they did send it to me to play around with it, and I really haven't done any kind of digital work. I just thought it looked pretty cool, pretty fitting because they work with Jazza. So the first one I definitely want to work on is the male character. He's got a quite the handsome jaw.
That's quite the jaw you got there.
You know, the eyes are where we communicate with each other, right? So we're just gonna have to remove that. It's a little too nice. I feel like this ridge is not necessary either. We're just gonna remove things and add them where they make sense. Oh, just to let you guys know, I'm not an artist. I craft, but when it comes to drawing, you'll see I'm probably still at grade 1 level. Bear with me. Let's get some eyes going. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. You know, it's kind of like those Disney, I think that's what they're called. His crown is too majestic as well. We can't have majestic things. Jazza, I know you draw well. Quite the English here. But these guys need just a little adjustment. There we go. That's exactly where I'm headed. This has got to go because if you're derpy, you're gonna overdo everything. So we need to make sure that his headpiece is a little too much. Okay, yes, I'm very wobbly. There you go, buddy. There you go. Oh no, I was laughing too much. Way too easily entertained. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think we need another crack though. That's something you won't hear very often. We need more Jackie, stop. You're gonna get demonetized. Let's make this one here. There. Yeah, so far so good. I don't know. I feel like there's still something missing. I feel like the mouth is still too serious. Let's remove this nice detail. And I'm still going to, you know what? That's what we need. We need a mlum. We need a nice little... Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Oh, this is so perfect. I love him. Now, the shark necklace thing, again, was too respectable. What would you guys have put merpeople? What would be absolutely banal to merpeople? Water. It's like if we made a necklace and put air into it. There you go. And we'll just put a little water. I don't know how he got the oxygen in there, but let's say it's water. He's looking great. I would date him. 100% I would date him. The other thing that seems a little too respectable is the trident. I'm gonna remove the trident entirely. So let's get rid of that. I just had the best idea on what the merpeople can hold. They can hold fish. It's kind of like nunchucks. That sounds like an epic idea. What does a fish look like? Let's just pretend that the fish curves this way. You know what? We need the eyes. The eyes. Ah, yeah. And it needs to be happy. So I think we need kind of like a... Oh, my little fish, she's so happy.
So cute.
Jazza, if ever you are watching this, I am not sorry. You know, you did this to Thomas. You did this to the other characters. You did this to Elsa. Was it Elsa or Anna?
It's just the sister no one actually cares
I
about.
think it was Anna. Oh, I wanted the fish to go wee. Yeah. Oh, why am I cracking myself up? You guys really should try this. I've only just started and I'm having so much fun. Okay, and I know it's not going to be anatomically correct, but let's make the tail hanging out like so. Alright, let me draw a second fish. We might need to remove a little more from the original drawing. This one's gonna be weird because it's gonna be held kind of like behind the wristband. Gauntlet? Let's go with that. Okay, and this one is not going to be as impressed. We have the eye. He's like, I am so not impressed right now, but whatever, dude. It's kind of looking at him like, oh, hell no! It's still gonna be my style, which is very weird. Yep. And there. And the tail. Voila. I'm gonna color this in, by the way, so that it really has its full potential. We can enjoy. So bad. All right, the next one we need to work on is the mermaid. She's a little too epic again, and it doesn't match. I mean, they look like they could be siblings, and siblings need to have some kind of family resemblance. First thing that really has got to go would be the eyes, because they've got their daddy's eye. I'm pretty sure a lot of you would argue that if you have a feature that your parents don't like, it's always the other parent's feature that you have. Everyone tells me I look like my dad. Okay, we need to accentuate the prettiest of eyes. There you go. And we're gonna give her eyelashes. So pretty. And she needs to be excited. We need to get her excited about something. Especially whatever she has in her hand. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be glowy, but that is not unique nor fun. So what we need to do, yeah, that's exactly how I wanted the eyes. I could be in a museum. Stop it! Stop laughing! You aren't even done yet. Okay, so we want her to be really smiling. I mean, really smiling, like, you know the YouTuber face that 90% of YouTubers do, which is just an exaggerated open mouth thing? Okay, let's do that. That looks good. And her excitement is so hardcore that her tongue is like, I feel like her head is just not looking in the right direction. Yes! Oh my god. Oh, that is so disturbing. That is so gross. We'll move it just a little over. Oh, wow. That's what I want. Now, the next thing, because her arms are a little too wide. Oh, it's kind of like a little too big. I feel like this family is just a bunch of merpeople that likes to collect mundane things. So let's just pretend that's the case. Rotate the hand just a little. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. I'm gonna do all the cleanup after. Now, I don't want it to be just a fish. I want it to be a very unique kind of fish. It's her pet. Okay, so we're gonna make sure that her pet is happy. It's like, I love you, mommy. So this could be probably like a parrotfish. Not the real thing. On this channel, it's all about imagination and creativity, which is another excuse for lazy research. So we can see that it's obviously smiling, maybe a little too much. So if it's gonna be a parrot, it needs like what Angel has. It's not really a parrot, it's a parrotfish. And kind of like a nice strong jaw. If we want teeth, we'll give it like one tooth. Yeah, that's about right. All right, now we just need to give it its fish body. Why does it look like the old man in Family Guy? And it does, huh? It looks like an elderly parrotfish. Do we want it to have fins at the bottom? No. Oh my god. What did I do? I am not sorry at all. I love these derpy looks, especially the male mermaid with his little tongue sticking out. I don't know what's going on with the fish. I don't know if these merpeople are just weird and love weird fish. This is probably what's happening right now. Where's my little fishy? I don't know why I'm speaking this way, but I miss my little fishy. Hello, mommy. I'm coming right now. If I hear, do you miss me, mommy? I really do. Oh my god, my little fishy. I love you so much. Oh, mommy fishy, I want to cuddle you. Oh my god, what's happening with my eyes? It's okay, we're merging. I love you, mommy. Don't ask. Just don't ask. All right, let's move on to the next drawing. So just to be clear, I am not going for any kind of realistic or shading, coloring, and all that stuff. I just wanted to put the colors out flat just so that we could see what it looks like all colored in and, you know, in my head. I'll take you, bring you in here. It's a mess, but it's still fun. This next drawing, I remember watching Jazza do this and I absolutely fell in love with it. So the fact that it's actually included in the coloring book makes me really happy because I remember thinking the hand was positioned. I was like, this looks really cool. But at the same time, the other hand was lower. I was thinking this looks like he could be holding this really awesome bass guitar. So not only is it going to be a demon cyborg, but we're going to try and make it into a rock punk romance cyborg. Why not? All right, so what I want to start with is giving this creature a good bit of modification because when you think rock 80s especially, I'm thinking long hair, maybe some facial hair. I really think he would rock a mustache. I mean, we already have the limits right there. So let's just go ahead and give him this kind of mustache. See, already it's looking pretty good. I'm really happy with this. You know what? This is the demon. Let's give the demon a pinch. Jazza's already given us a really good base to work with. So we don't need to work too hard to make this work. Is it me or is starting to look like Heisenberg from Breaking Bad? It's looking good.
Mutton chops.
Oh my gosh, yes. All right, now I need to sketch out the hair. This is probably the first time I draw in months other than sketching my projects. The hair is probably a little too flat, so we might need to come up just a little higher. That's looking good. See, how do you like that, Jazza? Why am I writing Jazza? I think I still want the hair to be black. Alright, it doesn't feel fair that his horn only shows on one side. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy it. Alright, so here we have the second horn, and I think it should go here. You know, if ever you have an art block, I think this is such a great way to have fun, because I think sometimes with art blocks, what ends up happening is you start feeling too serious about creating, so then you get stressed and you're not quite sure how to get out of that funk. But I personally think that you should have fun with art. So if ever you're in an art block, just grab some coloring pages and have fun, because the expectation is to mess it up in the first place. So you can't be serious about messing things up, right? So perfect. So we're gonna need to add a bass guitar over on the whole torso part. It's a pity though, because I feel like part of it is going to just cover the whole fact that he's a cyborg demon. Unless we make the neck really long, not the demon's neck, but the neck of the guitar. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. You know what? I'm just gonna draw the guitar first and then erase. Does that make sense? Jazza, tell me, how am I supposed to do this? Now, don't stress. You stress, you're having fun. Or should I just insert a guitar? No, that's lazy. That's lazy content. Okay, we've gone to the point now where we need to erase from the main drawing, which is going to be quite a bit. So part of the star is going, and we're keeping all the strings. By the way, this glove is great. So I have this glove on from the HUION tablet thing, and it's flying like a dream. So we have the bass for the guitar. Oh, bass guitar! Get out, Jack. It's not looking bad. I have to admit, I'm really loving this version a lot. The guitar's not perfect, that's okay. But I think it's time to color it. I'm not quite sure what colors to go with. So I'm going to go on Instagram and ask you grains to give me two random colors. All right, so if we look over here, first, I said I would take the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have blue and magenta, as said by Neko Teko Tek. What a name! I love it. Alright, so it is obvious that I have angered the demon gods because my computer froze and I have no idea how far I've saved. Well, it's not the computer that froze, it's the program that froze. The demon gods do not hate me. So that is good news. We can resume our demon pop punk rock. Luckily, there are a lot of shortcuts on this HUION, so I'll just press this button and it's gonna save. This took way longer than I expected. I didn't shade. I started with good intentions. I'm like, you know what? I think 3 hours? Yeah, I've been working on this for 3 hours and I didn't even try that hard. It just goes to show how long artwork takes, if you want to call this art. Here are my pieces that I tried to play around with Jazza's originals. Let me know what you think. Did I do it justice? Did I destroy them enough? I know the first one was definitely a massacre, but I feel like this one is just adding a little bit of more of me. Wow, English. Today, we are not English. There are other ones that I would really love to massacre. So if you guys really like this, make sure you leave a thumbs up and I'll try to do another one if you so please. Of the two drawings, which one is your favorite? It could be one that made you laugh, or it just could be one that you thought was pretty cool. I'll leave a link to Jazza's coloring book in the description box below.
Now, the question is, would I buy a HUION tablet after playing with one for about 6 hours? The answer is both yes and no. Yes, because while using the Canvas Pro 22, the setup, the device, the accessories were way better than any of the previous tablets I have owned. Both were Parblo. The pressure sensitivity was so spot on, I felt as though I was using traditional materials. Adjusting the height so easily was also a plus. Now the question is, why would I not buy it? I'm a beginner artist, so a huge tablet like this one seemed a bit intimidating. Although it was pretty intuitive, so I have to give that to them. And holy carp, the shortcuts were so useful. So if I were in the market to spend money on a tablet, I probably would go with a smaller one, also for portability, because with a bigger one like this, you need a dedicated space. But again, as a beginner, I would be inclined to get a smaller HUION, perhaps a 13-ish inch, because putting it away is going to be a pain in the butt. But there's no denying that while using this product itself, I did feel really good and it was pretty easy to use. So if you want more information, I'll leave it in the description box below.
Thank you so much for watching, my little greens. I will not see you until after the holidays, which I will have a live stream instead of a video, which means I'm going to wish you, for those of you who celebrate, Merry Christmas. Until then, I will see you in the next video.